Hello boys and girls, this is Mrs. Duffy, and today we're going to be encoding or writing Unit 2, Week 2 words for your spelling words. And the first thing I want you to do is read through this list many times. Make sure that you can read all the words in print before you try and spell them, so your brain has a chance to know what they look like. I'm going to go to this right here. It says long I and long U. I'm putting that little symbol macron over the top, and we'll talk about that as we go along. Your first word is sky, and I'm going to use this dot and jot. If you don't have one of these, you can just put dots under the letters that you're going to write on a plain piece of paper. So the word is sky. I hear three phonemes or three sounds, so I can write those. Here's a blend, sk. And then I is going to be a long vowel sound, but it's in a one-syllable word, and that means the Y is gonna say an I sound. So that's how it goes. If it's just one syllable, the Y says I. The next word is fry, I. So here's your blend. Those are two phonemes, two sounds, fur, and then the I, because it's a one-syllable word, is going to be a Y. Now here we have two words, pie and tide. So pie, I. There's only two phonemes in that word. You know the p already. The only part you're going to have to memorize is that the vowel team, you could call it a vowel digraph, is going to be IE. It's when the first vowel is a long vowel sound, pie. So you might want to memorize that part by heart. And the next one is tide. That's past tense, so we're just going to do the base word of tie first. I. Again, it's just two phonemes. T. And then I is the IE pattern. Now, this is the base word. In order to make it past tense, teacher's going to say a sentence with tied. Like she tied her shoe. You would take off the E and add ED. I'm just going to put this D here and put a box around it. This is the suffix. I dropped that E and I added ED. But for all intents and purposes, it's TIED. It's like the E is still there, but we really dropped it and we added ED. And that's how I wrote tied. I'm going to go to the next section. You can scrub through this video if you want to just jump to the parts that you find most tricky. These words all have IGH in them. Do you see it? They're only three phonemes. That word is tight. T, I, t. The t is easy, right? I, in this part, you're going to memorize IGH says I. It's got a long vowel sound. Memorize that by heart. It's going to be super useful. Tight. The next word, same pattern, right. It's that IGH in the middle. Right. I. That's that pattern you want to memorize. So memorize it by heart. Right. We did that one now. And bright. This one has a blend at the beginning. That's only four phonemes. There's more letters than that, but it's only four phonemes. So get the blend. Do you hear it? Start up at the top for that B. Pull down and push forward. I. Get it all in the same bus seat together. They're all going to say I. T. If this is a letter that gives you problems, memorize how you are writing it. It's pushing forward. In English, we go this way. So B's always come down from the top and push forward. I'm going to erase this section. And we're going to go to grind and child. Grind has a blend. Grind. Now this is going to be this little exception. This pattern right here is going to give you a long vowel I, grind. Usually that would have been a closed syllable. What's the blend here? Did you get it? Gr. And then I. Now that's going to be easy if you're sounding it out, but If you know the rule, it is an exception. This whole section helps it make it long vowel sound. Usually that would have been a closed syllable. Same thing with child. Child. It's 4 phonemes. Ch. You know that digraph. CH. Same bus seat together. Put the CH together. Ild. Normally, this would have been a closed syllable, but it's not. So you're going to memorize this by heart. Maybe ILD says ild. Okay, I'm going to erase this section. We're going to go to cube, cute, and mule. Now all of these have an oo sound. That's what long vowel U with an E on the end. The vowel consonant E pattern. It says oo like spoon. Here's my little spoon, right, for stirring the pot. Spoon. I'm going to write cube. K-oob. Cube. There's only 3 sounds, but there's 4 letters, right? K. Here's my U. B. And that would be cub. That would be a closed syllable, so I have to slip that E right on the end. Make it a vowel consonant E. Cube. Long vowel U. B starting at the top. Cute. Cute. 3 sounds, 3 phonemes. Cute. Cute. And slip that E on the end because it's vowel consonant E. Long vowel sound there. And mule. 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 And you have to put that E on the end, otherwise it would have been mull, right? You want that E on the end. And it's only 1 consonant away in all 3 of these for that pattern. I'm going to erase this section, and I'm going to show you how to write music. Now music is a 2-syllable word, so watch my fingers. Music. I'm going to write mu first. That's an open syllable. Mu. Just stick with that section. Mu. There's mu. Sick. It almost sounds like a Z sound. Music, right? Sick. So that's our first syllable. And you might want to memorize that this is an S. Sick. Music. It almost sounds like a Z sound. Here's another one, drew. Has a blend in the beginning. Drew. This D starts here, right? Around, and then pull down because we move forward in English. Dr. And the oo in this case is going to be EW. So you have a couple of long vowel U patterns to memorize. And few. Only 2 phonemes, right? F, U. F. That's easy for you. You know it's an F, that grapheme. And the oo, EW. And you might want to memorize that by heart. The rest of your words are review words, so I'm going to let you work on those on your own. That was this week's spelling for Unit 2, Week 2 for wonders, encoding with long vowel I and long vowel U. Good luck.